Welcome back to another episode of Is It Worth It? A series where I check out the latest VR games being released and give you guys my honest, no BS first impressions so that you can decide on whether or not the game is actually worth buying. Typically in these videos, I judge the games based off of 5 different criteria: gameplay, graphics, content, performance, and price. So let's get started. Today we are talking about Plastic Battlegrounds, a new VR game on Steam where you get to build entire battlefields just like a lot of us did as kids with those classic toy soldier army sets. The only difference is now you can actually bring those soldiers to life and watch them go to war. And the fun doesn't end there, because then you can shrink yourself and jump into battle, which kind of feels like a combination of Toy Story and a World War II battle simulator.
This is freaking weird, dude. This is like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. This is pretty nice. There's no way I can actually use this drone. Oh no! No, we're capsizing! I kind of want to shoot this tank. Oh wait, can I shoot this helicopter out of the sky? Hey, there we go!
The gameplay in Plastic Battlegrounds is equal parts fun and janky. Blowing up enemy helicopters with the bazooka and driving around in tanks is extremely fun, especially when your battlefield is a kitchen counter and the only cover you have from enemy fire is a massive tomato.
Look at how massive this fruit is. Hey, look at this. I'm pushing the pastaroni! Look at the fucking fridge.
But like I said, there's definitely jank. Some of the guns, like the sniper, have messed up collisions, so it is a huge pain to even aim down sights. Speaking of collisions, during boot camp, I literally got launched halfway across the map just because I was trying to vault over a cargo container.
Climb the ropes, then use the monkey bars to cross. Sick. 69. 69. Bruh. 69. Physics feel very similar to Bone Lab, actually. Vaulting, grab the ledge of the object you want to vault over and pull yourself over it. Okay. Holy fuck!
But if I'm being honest, the janky gameplay is kind of charming and funny in a way. It isn't game breaking, and the fact that you can build out entirely custom war zones with airplanes, helicopters, bunkers, houses, and way more is pretty astonishing to me. I'm actually glad I didn't have access to this game as a kid, because I never would have wanted to put it down.
Oh, this is cool, dude. This kid definitely might end up becoming a school shooter, but this is a cool setup. All right, boys. The goal today is to f the enemy up the ass for the Green Republic.
This game isn't perfect by any means though. It is basically just a giant sandbox, so there aren't really any missions or story or anything like that, just you and your imagination. But I'm pretty sure that's the entire point, and when it comes down to it, shooting other toy soldiers and living inside a battlefield that you created entirely yourself feels pretty damn awesome.
Oh, you can place a bunch of stuff, dude. Whoa, that's so cool. Dude, there's so many little things you can place. You can place a whole ass house. Bro, check this shit out. Oh my god. An actual bomber. Oh, my plastic! My plastic's everywhere!
When it comes to graphics and art style, the small team of devs that made Plastic Battlegrounds hit it right on the nose. Sure, some of the weapons and models might look a little low poly at times, textures aren't perfect, but overall, the map looks great, the 3D models look realistic enough, the lighting is pretty cinematic at times, and the game delivers on exactly what it promises, getting to experience what it would be like to shrink down and step onto the battlefield as a toy soldier.
All right, we're getting the green flag. Yes! Someone's trying to get around me. Oh, shit! We have a tank. That's a pretty nice looking dog, dude. Lego set has been captured.
I also have to mention that this is an early access game, so even if the graphics aren't perfect right now, they are 80% of the way there, and the devs have plenty of time to continue developing and improving upon them.
Definitely some low poly items, but hey, this is an early access game. Oh, whoa!
I'm a bird.
Excuse me? Where am I even grappling from? What?
As for content, there's actually a surprising amount of it in here. You have the option of 3 different modes. Boot camp mode, which is basically like a tutorial mode to teach you game mechanics and how to fly things like drones. Then there's obviously a sandbox mode, which has, get this, 6 standard levels, 6 experimental levels, and then 3 completely empty levels, where you can create custom battlefields. So that's 15 different maps that you get to choose from right off the bat.
And my brain cells are being sufficiently stimulated right now. Whoa. The textures on the wood look really good in here. Bro, this runs super well too. The attic is running like butter right now, dude. Check it out, bro. Oh damn, everyone's getting blown up. The music, the sound effects, everything is so nice too. I think I may have found my favorite map. Look at this guy's face. Jeez, he looks like he is in extreme pain.
Not to mention there's also a conquest game mode where the goal is to hold the majority of captured flags and see who can reach 300 points first. So Plastic Battlegrounds isn't entirely just a sandbox game, and when it comes to spawnables and weapons, you have a massive selection to choose from. There are like 39 different props that you can spawn in to create your own maps with, 12 different vehicles, 48 weapons, and 24 military units with different specialties like piloting attack helicopters or just shooting bazookas.
Dude, this is honestly like half the fun, just building everything. I'm gonna get some barbed wire over here. This is gonna be one hell of a war. All right, I'm almost ready. I'm gonna turn these guys on and just let them loose. Okay, in 3, 2, 1. Yes! Dude, they have a lot more guns than I thought. No fucking way, dude. There's actually a minigun? This is unfair. Blue has pretty much won. Blue won the war. There's only one thing left to do. Use a G36. Finish off this freaking tank.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
So when it comes to content and replayability, Plastic Battlegrounds is packed full of it. The only thing that is missing, in my opinion, that would be seriously game-changing is a multiplayer mode. I mean, it's the obvious thing that we're all thinking about. Imagine hopping into this game with your friends and having a massive war, like you're in the VR Toy Story equivalent of Battlefield. That would be next level. And fingers crossed, it happens eventually, because like I said, this game is in early access.
All right, time to test out the weapons, dude. Look at this freaking LMG. Ooh, shit, bro. The firing actually feels really good. We gotta do the kill shot. First fire. Oh, that is accurate, dude. We got a pump action shotgun. These are nice. You have a little mini Uzi. Oh my gosh, dude. They literally like blow up when you kill them. We have a like Gatling gun. Oh, look at that. You do reload the weapons. Oh, that is so sick. You can reload the guns.
I've talked a lot about the cooler aspects of Plastic Battlegrounds so far, so now it's time to talk about what I feel like is the game's biggest drawback, the performance. Some of the maps available to play on are straight up laggy messes, and the devs know it. They literally wrote next to specific maps that they will lag, so at least it is something that they are aware of. But at the same time, if you spawn way too many enemies around you or there are too many explosions happening at once, that can also cause some noticeable lagging. I will note though that never at any given point was the lag persistent or unbearable. If I was on a map that the devs didn't have the lag warning next to, it usually performed pretty perfectly. And probably most importantly, the game didn't crash a single time while I played it.
Oh, you got a kill shot, everybody. You kind of have to lean every gun to the side a little bit. Got him! Holy shit, this is very laggy, bro. Damn. They weren't fucking around when they said this was gonna be laggy. The guns definitely need some work, I gotta say. You can like not even aim these things. Almost everything else about this game though is super nice.
Plastic Battlegrounds is $9.99 on Steam, which in all fairness is a really great deal for what you're getting. Even though this game is in early access, it isn't some barely playable half-baked POS. It feels like it's pretty much a finished game that just needs a little bit more polish and maybe the addition of multiplayer. There is so much content and opportunity for replayability in this game. The art style is nostalgic and super endearing, and the entire experience of being a miniature toy soldier surrounded by massive everyday environments like an attic, backyard, or kitchen is something that you won't be able to get anywhere else.
Remember the attic. It's where my brothers died. It's where I saw my friends, plastic falling out of their bodies right in front of me, crying to me, begging for their lives. Oh god, they were all so young. Can we get this thing in the air? Oh!
So that leaves us with one question left to ask. Is Plastic Battlegrounds worth buying? I'd say if you're a fan of sandbox games and like the idea of being able to create your own battlefields to wage war on, then it totally is. But if you're someone who cares more about structure, story, missions, and don't really care about being able to create your own war zones, this might not be the game for you. Worst case scenario, you waste $10. Best case scenario, you live out your childhood dream of becoming a toy soldier with a minigun.
first impressions, this is a very, very fun idea. It is executed very well. It's not crazy laggy. It's honestly super fun.
But anyways, that is all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like and comment what you think about this new game. Consider subscribing to stay up to date with all of the newest VR games coming out. Shout out to my members. Thank you guys so much for continually supporting the channel. I appreciate the hell out of you guys. I hope you all have a great rest of your weekend, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.